Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Car Freak 1080 with you here today, and I am doing a coloring tutorial for you guys. Because I made a couple ones a while back and they weren't that good, so I'm redoing them. I'm going to be putting up a lot of videos for you guys to enjoy and maybe learn something from them. So that's why I'm posting them partly, so you guys get inspired and you want to start designing cars or designing graffiti or whatever. So right now I am just doing a very rough outline, which will help me know where to put the wheels and the headlights, windows, all that stuff. So that's what I'm doing as of right now in the video. But I will be going through basic reflections and horizon line details and highlights, where to put your shadows and everything, and how to use a photo for a reference, I guess, because that is what I'm doing in the video. This is my buddy's Mustang. He asked me to draw it out for him, so I was like, all right, man. So I'm just working on the front end of the car. Sometimes I'll work from left to right, right to left, doesn't really matter. When I shade, I normally work from top to bottom, so it doesn't smear. Like, if you work from bottom to top, it'll smear like everywhere. I have had that experience before. I am like a self-taught designer here, so I know there are other people that are probably like 10 times better than me, so I'm just throwing this out there for you guys to enjoy and maybe pick up some new tips and tricks. But yeah, so I'm just putting in a few contour lines on the side of the car, and scoops, side exhaust, all that fun stuff. I threw on a couple new things on there. He wanted me to see how it would look, so that's partly why I'm doing it. I'm gonna be changing the exhaust on here, as you'll see. I'm doing a side exhaust instead of a straight back exhaust on it. So yeah, that'll look pretty cool, as you guys will see here in a little bit. This is gonna be like maybe 8-minute tutorial or so. You know, I just wanted to explain things a lot more to you guys instead of like rush through and like 30 seconds be like, oh yeah, do this, do that, do that. You know, it's not really into depth at all. So I thought this maybe would go a lot better for you guys. Um, because I've noticed on YouTube, a lot of car drawings seem to fade into space or kind of just, not really have a good sense of volume or depth. So we'll be going over that, and I will be having some sketching videos too for you guys to watch with concepts, because those are fun to do, besides drawing out realistic cars every day. So right now I'm just putting in reflections, symbols, little details that I want. Throw it off a little bit, zoomed in a little bit so you guys can tell what I was doing. But here I go with the grayscale markers. These are Prismas. I think I'm using 40% right now. I work with 40, 60, and 70, and I think 100 for the bottom half of the car. Same goes for all the other dark areas. I tend to layer up my colors instead of just throw down a black color. It seems to have more depth when you do that. So even though it takes a little longer, I think it looks a lot nicer with the final product. It gives it a little more realism, and I really like how it turns out at the end. It looks pretty cool. It looks like some Scott Robertson would do, or Tom Taylor or something like that. Very, very cool artists to know. Get their books. What is it? How to Draw Cars Like a Pro, second edition, not the first one. I think they're about the same with the stuff they mention in it. So I think they're both pretty cool. So I'd pick those up if you need any books or anything like that. I think they're really great to have. I own both of them, and they're pretty cool. And another good one to get is How to Draw Hot Wheels, I think it's like a pro, I'm not sure. How to Draw Hot Wheels the Scott Robertson way, I think. So I'm kind of tired, so you're talking a little, But I am doing that grayscale I was talking about earlier with the markers, where you want to layer them up till you get that nice, clean realism look. That's how I do most of my car stuff. So I like putting in a lot of dark black into the rims and the wheel wells to make them really pop. Same thing with the underside of the car too. You want it to be nice and black. You don't want it to be too light because then it wouldn't pop out so much, I guess. And on the car, I'm going in with some gray and black also, as you can see. That's just for when I go over with the green, which I'll be using here in a while. It'll help give it some depth. And if you look on the top part of the car is more smooth and graduate, unlike the side where it's all kind of rough with really defined reflections and whatnot. That's because whatever is on the side of the car is reflected into that surface. So like if there's like some type of landscape or something like that, it'll be reflected into the side of the car, and then it'll appear a lot more like detailed. The blinker I actually screwed up on, so that was kind of a downer. I noticed that. I don't know if you guys did, but it's way too big on a Mustang. But you know, a little detail like that, he probably won't care. So I'm just going over with the green. Same thing with the green. You want to work from light to dark. You don't want to go dark to light because it doesn't really work that good with markers, unless you're painting, I guess. But yeah, I'm just smoothing everything out, making it look like a picture almost, I guess. That's how you get that realism. See, there's the horizon line is the dark line that goes above the wheel wells or whatever. So, and I'm just going like I was looking at the image, so it's always gonna have reference. So I'd always have reference when I work. As you've noticed in my videos, I always have a picture of some sort I'm going off of, because it's a really great way to get depth and volume in your drawings. They don't look boring, then they're more fun to look at, and they have a lot more energy, and they stand out a little more, I guess. Because you're like, oh, dude, that looks sweet, and then it's like, yeah, it only took a couple hours, but in the end, it looks pretty realistic if you use a lot of photo reference of what you want to create. So now I'm just touching up the windows, the hood, pretty much everything else. The video is coming into an end here already that quickly. It doesn't even seem that long because it's going so fast now. I can't even keep up with what I'm doing. But I'm just going back with the rims. You want the horizon line in the middle, sky's on top, whatever's facing up, ground is on bottom, whatever is facing down. Then around the side is like the whatever color the ground is, I guess. And now I'm just doing a chalk line underneath the car to make it pop out a little more when you look at it. Same, and the chalk comes up on the wheels too because it's looking down. And I threw some chalk on the black objects to make them come out a little more. And I'll go in here with some like wash and do some highlights. Make it pop a little bit. And I'll throw up a final picture for you guys here at the end so you can see how it looks. And the highlights are fun to do. Watch out how many you put on though, because right here I'm putting on way too many highlights. And I had to go back over them with some markers. So there you go. All right, sweet. Hope you enjoyed it, and there will be more to come.